So do you also use Google Ads to get more leads for your own business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to sync new leads from Google Ads to Zoho CRM automatically. So like you, I also use Google Ads to get more leads for my own business. And now what I want is that as soon as we receive a new lead from Google Ads, I want to add the lead details into my Zoho CRM. So to do this, I'm just going to simply create a connection between Google Ads and Zoho CRM, and we are just going to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language using an amazing automation software which is Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. So let's begin setting up the connection between Google Ads and Zoho CRM. So to do this, I'm just going to open a new tab and I'm just going to look for the landing page of Pabbly Connect simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. Now it is opening the landing page of Pabbly Connect, using which we're going to create a connection between Google Ads and Zoho CRM. So I'm just going to go back towards the landing page of Pabbly Connect, and right now an Independence Day sale is going on. So if you wish to purchase Pabbly Connect for a one-time price, this is the perfect date to purchase it. Alright, I'm just going to move on further and create this automation, but before we move on further, I'll just show you something really helpful. This is the Pabbly community where automation users, business owners and marketers connect. Pabbly community is a space where users share their ideas, workflow tips, solutions and doubts. So if you're stuck at any step, the community is a great resource for guidance. And if you also want to join this amazing community, the link is given in the description box below. Make sure to check it out. Alright, I'm just going to go back towards the landing page of Pabbly Connect, and over here we're just going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can simply click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of hours free every month to explore the application. But over here I'm an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button which says sign in, and once I'm just going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over here you're going to see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm simply going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connects account, and now it is opening the dashboard of my Pabbly Connects account. And to get started, I'm just going to simply click on this button which says create workflow, and now it is asking me to select the workflow builder. So we have two options, the new one or the classic one. So the new workflow builder is faster, flexible and ideal for those who want a modern interface, while the classic one on the other hand is stable, has a familiar approach and ideal for those who want to try it and test it setup. So you can select any one from this. I'm just going to select this new one, so I'm just going to go towards the select of the new one. Now I'm just going to simply enter the workflow name right over here, which is sync new leads from Google Ads to Zoho CRM automatically. And now for the folder, I'm just going to simply select the folder in which I want to save my workflow. So on my dashboard you can see multiple folders which I have already created in which I save my workflows. And if you also want to create a new folder, you can simply go towards this create new folder button and create your own. I have already created many, so I'm just going to save my workflow in one of these only and click on this button which says create. And once I'm just going to click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by a trigger. So you must be wondering, where is action? This is the trigger, but where is action? So we first have to set up our trigger in order to get towards the action. Alright, so I'm just going to first set up my trigger. For that I'm just going to simply click on this add trigger button, and now for the trigger application I'm just going to simply select it as Google Ads. So I'm just going to search for Google Ads right over here, and as you can see Google Ads, so we are simply going to select Google Ads. And now for the trigger event, I'm just going to simply select it as new lead form entry and click on this connect. Now in order to create a connection between Google Ads and Pabbly Connect, we have received a webhook URL. Alright, so I'm just going to simply copy this webhook URL and follow this help text. So I'm just going to open my Google Ads campaign, and as you can see in this campaign I have added a lead form, and for the lead form I'm just going to collect the details of the name, email and phone number. Alright, so now we're just going to connect this lead form with Pabbly Connect. For that, I'm just going to scroll and over going to see the option of this lead delivery. So I'm just going to go towards this lead delivery option, and over here it is asking me for the webhook URL. So we are simply going to paste the URL which we copied from the workflow. And now I'm just going to simply enter the key as this and click on this send test data. And once I'm just going to click on this send test data, it is saying test data sent. Alright, so I'm just going to open my workflow, and as you can see, Pabbly has captured the response for the same. You're going to see the sample phone number, email address, first name and last name, but you must be wondering, these details are the test details, right? So as you can see that my campaign is in draft mode, that's the reason that it is giving me the test details. But if you're running a live campaign in Google Ads, you're definitely going to receive the live lead details right over here. But as you can see that we receive these test details, I'm just going to simply add these test details only right over here in my Zoho CRM as contact. So for that, I'm just going to move on towards my action step after completing this trigger. I'm just going to go towards this add new action step, and now for the action application, I'm just going to simply select it as Zoho CRM. So I'm just going to search for Zoho CRM and select it. Now for the action event, I'm just going to simply select it as create contact and click on this connect. And once I'm just going to click on this connect, it is giving me two options: add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Zoho CRM account with Pabbly Connect, you can go towards this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now we have to click on this button which says connect with Zoho CRM, and now it is asking me for the domain. So how are we going to get this domain? For that, we are simply going to open our Zoho CRM account, and after opening this account, over here we are just going to simply see for the domain in the URL. So you're going to notice that the domain is after this https://crm dot and before this /crm. So this is my domain, which is zoho.in. So I'm just going to simply copy this zoho.in and paste it right over here in this domain section. Alright, so as you can see, over here is my domain. Your domain can be anything else too from below. It can be zoho.com, zoho.com.au, zoho.eu, zoho.com.cn or zoho.com.dn. So you have to enter your domain according to your own Zoho account. You're going to get this domain from the URL of your Zoho account. Alright, now after entering this domain, I'm just going to simply click on this button which says save. And once I'm just going to click on this save, over here Pabbly is asking me for some permissions. So I'm just going to simply click on this accept and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. And with this, we have successfully created a connection between Zoho CRM and Pabbly Connect. It is saying connection created successfully. And after connecting Zoho CRM with Pabbly Connect, it is asking me for the lead source. So yes, the lead source is advertisement. So I'm just going to simply select advertisement right over here. Now it is asking me for the first name, last name and many another details. So first, we are just going to only fill in the details which are required, like this first name. Alright, so I'm just going to simply enter the first name right over here. But I'm not going to enter the first name manually by tapping it like this, but instead I'm just going to map it. So you must be wondering, what is mapping? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And when we insert the data from the previous step, automatically our data turns dynamic and change with every new response received. Alright, so I'm just going to simply map this right over here, which is the first name. So you have to keep in mind that you only have to map this string value. Alright, now I'm just going to move in further. I'm just going to simply map the last name too. I'm just going to search for last name, and as you can see the same, so I'm simply going to map it. Now I'm just going to simply map the email address right over here. Move on further. It is asking me for many other details, but as I've already mentioned that I'm only going to map the details which are required. And after mapping all of these details, I'm just going to simply click on this save and send test request. If you wish, you can definitely map the rest of the details too. And now it has given me the positive response that we have successfully created a new contact in Zoho CRM with the same details. Alright, so I'm just going to simply open my Zoho CRM. This is my contacts list. So I'm just going to simply refresh it right from here to check for the new contact added right over here. Alright, so as you can see, a new contact has been added. You're going to see the first name, last name, the same email address and the same phone number which we received during the test submission of Google Ads. And with this, we have successfully completed this workflow. And now whenever you're going to receive a new lead form entry from Google Ads, automatically a contact will be created in Zoho CRM too. And all of this is going to happen in backend. We don't have to come back and again to our workflow to click on save and send test request. So yes, now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. So now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.